Women of Substance Music Podcast, show number 859.
Get ready to discover new quality music by female artists in genres from pop to Americana, rock to R&B, and everything in between. The online music landscape can be overwhelming, which is why we handpick the very best music just for our listeners. So be prepared to discover your next new favorite artist on today's Women of Substance Music Podcast.
Hey, what's up? This is Bree Noble, and you're listening to the Women of Substance Music Podcast, where I'm playing the best music by female artists in all genres. And we're smack dab in the middle of our Music with a Conscience 6-week series. We're starting out this episode with Aliza, Hava, and a rock anthem about the dangers of fracking called Water to Fire.
Mother was kind, she gave the world to us, fed us her milk and gave us her trust. We tore her skin and bled her with desire. Broken within, we turned water to fire. Water to fire. Water to fire. Water to fire. Took her land and cut down her trees, poisoned the waters, and spread our disease. Through it all, she begged us to retire. Her voice unheard turned water to fire. Water to fire. Water to fire. Choice to make, no turning back, no room for more mistakes. We've heard the call, it's our time to rise. See the truth, wipe the lies from our eyes. Water to fire. Water to fire. To all the sons and daughters, let's turn our fire back into water. Water to fire.
Jackie Morris wrote this song after visiting China in 2007. It's an ironic song about pollution and the apparent disregard by the Chinese for the environment. This is Jackie Morris with China Blue.
I saw the future. It was made in China. Just another knockoff of the good old USA. The tour guide showed me temples and dragons, but I couldn't take my eyes off the everyday. Now China blue is just for teacups. It's not in rivers, it's It's not in sky. The birds have flown from the concrete forest of 20 million people in Shanghai. They call it progress, supersonic fast track. I call it power lines over everything you see. I call it armies of tall gray buildings stretching on and on to eternity. Now China blue is just for teacups. It's not in rivers, it's not in sky. The birds have flown from the concrete forest, but giant cranes keep building in Shanghai. I saw the future on a Chinese billboard, a tall blonde model in the fashions of today. They want the hot look, they want the cool car, they want the fast food, and they want it right away. I saw the future, it was made in China. Just another knockoff of the good old USA. They give us lead paint, we give them fool's gold. We're trading poisons every day. Now China blue is just for teacups. It's not in rivers, it's not in sky. Birds have flown from the concrete forest, but giant cranes keep building in Shanghai. I saw the future.
Ed and Carol Nicodemi are an NYC-based folk duo. They just returned from the CD Baby Conference in Nashville, where they networked, wrote new songs, and shared their music. No strangers to Women of Substance radio and podcast, they are excited to have 3 of their songs from their latest original mostly folk CD, Windows, already receiving 5-star reviews, featured on the Music with a Conscience series. The first, Windows, is the title song of their album and creates hope for a more peaceful world. The second song, Save a Child, is a call to action to help underprivileged children around the world. And last, Let a Flower Grow is a wake-up call to preserve our natural environment. They regularly perform for children and adults at public libraries, house concerts, schools, and senior care centers. Under their eclectic umbrella, you will also find Ed's instrumental piano film score music and even their widely acclaimed children's CD. If you're curious to hear more about their story, go to their website, edandcarolnicodemi.com. Their music, photos, and videos are all available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Facebook, and YouTube. Check them out and get the scoop on what they're up to next.
Looking through the windows of the
Here's a bluesy environmental call to action from Ed and Carol Nicodemi called Let a Flower Grow.
Looking out upon the city streets, on the railroad riding by, hear the sound of steam drills rumbling, feel the hot sun burning bright, see the smoke clouds rising, makes the day look great.
Trees stand tall with branches dead, and the people live that way. Let a flower grow,
let a river flow,
let the breezes blow.
Mister, don't you know
what's going wrong? And the sidewalks lined with cars, burnt and abandoned, fenders smashed and taillights broken. How long can this go on? See the old backyards with clotheslines torn, rubbish and old bed springs, alleyways filled with tin cans smashed, and weeds grow in between. Let a flower grow,
let a river flow,
let the breezes blow.
Mister, don't you know
what's going wrong? City streets, on the railroad riding by, hear the sound of steam drills rumbling, feel the hot sun burning bright, see the smoke clouds rising, makes the day look gray. Trees stand tall with branches dead, and the people live that way. Let a flower grow,
let a river flow,
let the breezes blow.
Mister, don't you know
let a flower grow,
let a river flow,
let the breezes blow.
Mister, don't you know
what's going wrong?
Continuing on this environmental theme, this is a song by Carol Lester talking about how every piece of green is precious.
Every little piece of green is precious. Every single living thing is precious. Did you know the trees can feel us, and they can hear us? Since the dawn's first light, before we arrived, the stories they will tell, if we let them survive, because they know every little piece of green is precious. Every single living thing is precious. Did you know this once was a mountain range where we could stand above the sea and gaze? Now behind these high stone walls, secret birds and flowers grow, and when the sun goes down, they recite creation's prose, and each one knows every little piece of green is precious. Every single living thing is precious. Verde en la naturaleza es esperanza. Cada rama que tú ves es vida. It can take 1,000 years for the trees to decide the right time to live or die. And when they do, they grow and bear jewels at their roots deep inside. These days when we think of green, it's dollar bills we see. But all these works of man will erode eventually. And only heaven will know what will be left that grows. Every little piece of green is precious. Every single living thing is precious.
An award-winning singer-songwriter and square dance caller, Elaine Peacock from South Dakota enjoys sharing her love of a variety of music for all ages and events. She loves entertaining and engaging audiences at fairs, churches, music festivals, senior centers, veterans, children's, city, and corporate events. You will be delighted by her gospel, country, Christian, patriotic, and children's music, as well as the Patsy Cline Tribute Show. Elaine has recorded 9 award-winning albums and is a National Traditional Country Music Hall of Fame and South Dakota Country Music Hall of Fame inductee. She is an 8-year cancer survivor who shares her journey of hope at churches, cancer events, and fundraisers. Elaine is excited to have songs on the Women of Substance podcast and iTunes, CD Baby, and Amazon. You can contact her at elainepeacock.com. Elaine's touring schedule fills up fast, so you'll want to call her early for your next event. That's elainepeacock.com, ELAINEPEACOCK.com.
Angels looking down, they are all around.
Here's a song about the widespread impact of hydrofracking. This is Jane Fallon with Northern White.
For 80 years my family's farmed this Wisconsin land. Now a hydrofracker wants to come and haul away our sand. Mama said we're heading out to town hall today to hear what this mining fella has to say. But you can't eat gas and you can't drink oil. Mama said that night, businessman in the clean gray suits, hands all dirty with the northern white. 1 6-second weekly blast, he said it's all it takes. You might be surprised how little noise we will make. But Mama said 6 seconds to foul our air and water and take away the future from our sons and daughters. You can't eat gas and you can't drink oil. Mama said that night, businessman in the clean gray suit, hands all dirty with the northern white. She turned and saw some friends look away. Said, I can hardly blame you, I know what they will pay. And farming's hard and sometimes we just can't meet the bills. But we should take a lesson from those West Virginia hills. You can't plow gas and you can't plant oil. Can't live on that frack sand. What will we do after they've gone and hauled away the land? Now Mama started coughing. Sometimes she just can't breathe from the gritty chemicals that the mining leaves. Between each breath she tells me with a rueful laugh, write this down, my daughter, make it my epitaph. You can't eat gas and you can't drink oil. Mama said that night, businessman in the clean gray suits, hands all dirty with the northern white, hands all dirty with the northern white, pockets filled with the northern white.
Are you an independent artist? Are you looking for a supportive community where you can learn, grow, and thrive as an independent musician? Come be a part of our free community on Facebook exclusively for female artists, the Women of Substance Artists Community. Join us at woscommunity.com. This next song is written by MaryBeth Stone and Joni Bowles and performed by MaryBeth Stone. It's called Blue Pearl.
Way up here, outside the atmosphere, just me and the man in the moon. My mind is free in zero gravity to float as I'm orbiting you. Blue pearl, blue pearl, you're my whole world. Your seas, your skies, bumblebees and butterflies brought forth from the breath of God. But what have we done? Poisoned and plundered, broke you like you have no heart. Blue pearl, blue pearl, you're my whole world. You cry like a hurricane, you rage and you burn, pelting us with your pain, hoping we'll learn. Will we ever learn? You were made for us, we were made from your dust. That's a bond nobody can break. Way up here, oh, it's so clear that your fate is also our fate. Blue pearl, blue pearl, you're our whole world. You're our whole world. You're my whole world.
You ever dream it's 10 p.m. and you've woken up in a hotel full of musicians? And you walk down the hall, hear amazing sounds coming out of each doorway, and you duck into a room and you're part of a 2, 3, or 6-person audience listening to an incredible musician or band. And this repeats every half hour till 2 a.m. Well, it's no dream, it's reality. And every year it happens at Far West, the Folk Alliance Western Region's annual music conference. This year, Far West will be in Woodland Hills, California. Acoustic-based musicians, singers, songwriters, storytellers, DJs, and promoters will get together at the Warner Center Marriott and workshop, perform, learn, network, and drink lots of coffee. Anyone who loves music can register at farwest.org. That's far-west.org. music.org. See you in October in Woodland Hills. Meanwhile, sweet dreams.
Hey, this is Bree Noble. If you're a female musician and you want to learn more about making great music, connecting with your audience, and growing your business, check out my popular podcast, Female Entrepreneur Musician, on iTunes or at femusician.com. This song was created for an environmental awareness video for a high school in Florida, but ended up being played for an entire season at Disney World. This is Ditto Duo with Tomorrow's Treasure.
They tell us there's a hole in the sky. We put it there carelessly. It's so hard to believe it, something we just can't see. It's easier to let them take care of things. They tell us there is acid in the rain. We put it there carelessly. It's so hard to believe it, something we just can't see. It's easier to keep it hidden in our memory. We breathe the breath of nature, take our lifeblood from the ground, and we swim into the ocean as the world keeps going round. If we keep playing this dangerous game and things remain the same, we can watch tomorrow's treasure fade away. There'll be no room for our children's children. It's getting less every day. But it's so hard to believe it, something so far away. But we can change it one by one and day by day. Oh, we breathe the breath of nature, take our lifeblood from the ground, and we swim into the ocean as the world keeps going round. If we keep playing this dangerous game and things remain the same, we can watch tomorrow's treasure fade away. Pass it on one by one, and day by day we can pass it on one by one, and day by day we can pass it on one by one, and day by day, yeah, we're gonna breathe the breath of nature, take our lifeblood from the ground, and we swim into the ocean as the world keeps going round. If we keep playing this dangerous game and things remain the same, we can watch tomorrow's treasure fade away. They tell us there is hope for the future if we act carefully. It's not so hard to believe it if we take it seriously. Then we can watch time unfold itself naturally. Tomorrow's treasure will be.
Here's a cautionary song about how we need to not wait too long to do something about the environment. This is Swift Timmy with If You Wait Too Long.
If you wait too long, you're gonna miss that train. If you wait too long, you're gonna miss that train. If you wait too long, you're gonna miss that
Bandzoogle is websites for musicians built by musicians. You can build a stunning band website and store in just minutes. This is Bree Noble, founder of Women of Substance Radio and podcast, and I am a huge supporter of Bandzoogle. I only personally promote tools and services that I believe are the absolute best things for musicians. In fact, Bandzoogle is the only website platform I recommend to my Female Musician Academy students. It's a one-stop shop for musicians, including a way to stream your music, sell your music, do blogs, newsletters, and more. You can build it all yourself. You don't need a web developer, and it's not complicated like platforms like WordPress. The amazing people at Bandzoogle have offered a free 30-day trial plus 15% off if you decide to go with them as your website provider. Just go to bandzoogle.com and use promo code WOS15 when you sign up to get the free trial and 15% off. That's promo code WOS15. Up next, we've got the Wild Blueberry Band with Save the Dandelions.
Hey, mister with the big shiny truck, why you spraying all that muck? I don't want it on my grass. Please get it out of here fast. I want my dandelions back. Their leaves and roots make a healthy snack. Their happy faces make me smile. So save the dandelions. Who wants poison on their grass? Don't you think it's a good question to ask? I don't want no poison in my air, in my water, or anywhere. I want my dandelions back. Their leaves and roots make a healthy snack. Their happy faces make me smile. So save the dandelions. With the big shiny suits, why you spraying my roots and fruits? I think we should have a say, 'cause now the bees are going away. I want my dandelions back. Their leaves and roots make a healthy snack. Their happy faces make me smile. So save the dandelions. Who wants poison on their grass?
Not me.
Don't you think it's a good question to ask? I don't want no poison in my air,
No, sir.
in my water, or anywhere. I want my dandelions back. Their leaves and roots make a healthy snack. Their happy faces make me smile. So save the dandelions. So save the dandelions. So save the dandelions.
It's been so great hanging out with you and sharing all this amazing music with a conscience. I've got one more song to go, but first I want to thank our sponsors for this episode, Ed and Carol Nicodemi, Elaine Peacock, the Far West Folk Alliance Regional West Conference, and Bandzoogle, websites made for musicians by musicians. Thanks so much for supporting us. Now, our listeners, please go to wospodcast.com, type in the top search box, #859. That's for episode number 859 that you're listening to right now. That will bring up all the information on this show, including links to our sponsors. So you can go to their websites, purchase their music, support them, thank them for supporting us. Also, you get links to all the songs that you heard on the show today. We're closing out the show with a humorous look at the effects of climate change on Miami. This is Judy Nazemetz with Miami Underwater.
Miami underwater, like the Great Flood, sorta. Won't take 40 days to rise, still it's no surprise, it's coming toward ya. Miami underwater rises an inch each year, and though we'll grit our teeth, we'll soon be underneath, wearing scuba gear. You've heard the tale of our climate, the melting and global warming, and the rise of the seas will cover more than your knees when the coastline disappears and it's storming. But even when it is sunny on the beach with your honey and you're snoozing in your rented cabana, the flood'll come anyway, though it's a nice sunny day, and you'll wake up alone in Havana. Miami underwater, like the Great Flood, sorta. Won't take 40 days to rise, still it's no surprise, it's coming toward ya. Miami underwater rises an inch each year, and though we'll grit our teeth, we'll soon be underneath, wearing scuba gear. Scuba gear. They keep building condos so high, yet science says Miami's sinking. Garages flood every day, and roads wash away, while politicians and investors go drinking. So take a snorkeling course, or befriend a seahorse. Do these things so you keep your sanity. 'Cause when a reef's your address, with no land access, your next door neighbor's gonna be a manatee. You can get yourself some kind of nautical chart or map, 'cause it won't be a dream when you're swimming upstream, or you can download the iPhone app. It's called Waves. Miami underwater, like the Great Flood, sorta. Won't take 40 days to rise, still it's no surprise, it's coming toward ya. Miami underwater rises an inch each year, and though we'll grit our teeth, we'll soon be underneath, wearing scuba gear. Scuba gear. And though we'll grit our teeth, we'll soon be underneath, wearing scuba gear. And though we'll grit our teeth, we'll soon be underneath, wearing scuba gear.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by my free Musician's Profit Path Masterclass, the 5-stage blueprint for creating massive growth in your fan base and sustainable income for your music career. If you feel overwhelmed by everything you think you need to do for your music career, or you've watched other musicians and tried to do what they're doing but it hasn't worked for you, well, don't worry. That's why I created the 5 stages of music career growth, so you can figure out where you're at right now, learn exactly what you should be focusing on and what you shouldn't be focusing on so you don't waste time and money. I also give you benchmarks to reach in several key areas like live performing, fan base growth, social media, recording, and more. So join me for my free masterclass, The Musician's Profit Path, over at musiciansprofitpath.com. Free classes are running every day, so go register at musiciansprofitpath.com.
Thanks for joining us today for the Women of Substance Music Podcast. Head on over to wospodcast.com to get links to purchase the music you heard today and to claim your free audiobook. If you love discovering new music, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button to receive a fresh new batch of music each weekday. And if you enjoy our format, please leave a written review for the show and share the link on social media. We and our artists are very grateful for your support. At Women of Substance, our mission is clear: to deliver the best music by female artists in all genres directly to you, our listeners.